What's that?
We got the key.
Oh, is that it? There you go. You know you needed a key.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, to get in there.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I didn't even know this gate back there.
So we let you.
Oh, sweet. Half price today for us. So we just stopped at the front of Sir Hubert Wilkins' house. It's fully restored. It's some wonderful museum pieces in there, a lot of history in there, talking about Sir Hubert obviously, and we've got some folks here who've come along with a key, and the boys there having a bit of a talk to them about rides and adventures and the like. And when we rocked up, these people said, we've got a key to the building, we've paid for the key. And Johnny Mack, being a Scottish boy from way back, I suppose his family comes from Scotland, he was the first in line. He was to the door. As soon as he heard the word free, you know, you couldn't hold him back. I've never seen him ride so fast. But anyway, he's up there saying thank you to the folks, and really appreciate that they let us in here for free today at the Sir Hubert Wilkins building, house, conservation building. This is where he was born, this is where he lived. Yeah, steeped in history. But have a look at the area. Guys, girls, get up here on your adventure bikes. There's plenty of tracks, plenty of places to ride. It's amazing. And look at that, it's green over there. Green fields. Someone's going to tell me it's all weed. And over here it sort of turns dry. The Sir Hubert Wilkins Memorial. Now, Sir Hubert Wilkins, there's his house over there. It's a memorial to him. It's a bit of a museum in there. You can get a key from in Hallett to go and have a look at it. It's a great building. A lot of memorial sort of stuff in there, as you would expect that. But yeah, it says here, I'm reading this here, and a lot of this was supported by Dick Smith, who you know, is a famous Australian. This guy, Sir Hubert Wilkins, should be put up on the pedestal for people like Mawson and Burke and Wills, all those great explorers. So you know, I'm reading here, look at this, nearly 40 years after his death, Sir Hubert Wilkins, explorer, pioneering polar aviator, naturalist, and undoubtedly one of Australia's greatest adventurers, has slipped into the pages of history with barely a murmur. So the Australian Geographic Society think for this, you know, Sir Hubert was a remarkable man. His achievements were remarkable and should not be forgotten. So they've built this stone cottage here. Well, they didn't actually build it. They conserved it, I suppose. They rebuilt it, and this is where Sir Hubert Wilkins was born, here in the States mid-north. So for you history buffs out there, research it, have a look at it. I've actually heard a ABC interview about Sir Hubert Wilkins, and it was quite interesting what he achieved and his endeavours over to, you know, Antarctica and the like, and especially in aircraft and that. And I believe, looking back, I think something about the World War and stuff like that, photography. Anyway, absolutely amazing. Look it up, check it out. It's well worth reading about, researching, and get your kids onto it if they want to do a school project. You know, drop the Mawsons and the Burke and Wills and all that sort of stuff, and have a go at this guy here, Sir Hubert Wilkins.
We've done a nice job of this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Roof's got a couple of holes in it, but that doesn't matter.
Sir Hubert Wilkins, a worthy Australian and great unsung hero. Absolutely wonderful.
See, there's a time capsule buried less than 12 months ago
Okay.
out there.
I hope his ashes are not in there.
No,
Time capsule.
they said to be opened in 2031, so
Okay.
time.
Just outside there. Where are we? Right there. Time capsule.
Yes.
Cool.
Dick Smith.
Apparently this place is haunted. Oh, shit. Wow, okay, that's scary. I think you've got something like that walking around in here, you wouldn't have ghosts, would you?
Nicely done, really, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I wonder there's no trees left outside.
Yeah. Chop them all up. What's the date today? We're about 20 kilometres north of Hallett on this dirt road, and we've just come over this hill and the country just opened up and the vista is absolutely amazing. Now we're looking down onto the plains there, right up to the left here, which is facing north, which is basically the Flinders Ranges, I suppose. We're going into the Flinders Ranges over that way. Mount Dare, absolutely beautiful country down low. You can't see too much through this camera here, but it's absolute goat country. There's some sort of winding, meandering tracks and all that, so the guys and I were just discussing how do we get in onto those tracks. Contact station owners, I suppose, and in the far distance there's a white looking track, so I would say that's a public access road there, public track, and down below you can see there's a brownie sort of track. That would be a station track. So absolutely spectacular country. Awesome for motorbike riding, awesome for adventure bike riding. And once again, I'd say, folks, come up from Adelaide, go a little bit further, come up in this country and spend a weekend exploring the tracks. And for you people in the state, come over, have a look around. This is a good gateway up to the Flinders Ranges. You know, a lot of people come over from Victoria, New South Wales and scoot straight up to the Flinders Ranges, which is excellent, but come in through this area and explore, take photos, spend some time, and you'll love it, guaranteed. So it's 3:40 in the afternoon, it's getting quite late, and Lou's a little bit low on fuel. He will make it through, that's no problems at all, but we've had a few detours today. So we decided to take the short road back and get to Peterborough, get a beer into us, shower and a feed, and see what ends up happening later on. Hard to say. Good morning, everybody. Here we are in Peterborough, South Australia, just standing on the main street. Look at that sunrise there. The clouds are looking a bit dark. I don't think we're going to get any rain. It's going to be a wonderful day, probably around 27, 28 degrees. And today we're heading back to Adelaide. We stayed last night in the Peterborough Hotel, established 1880. It's fairly easy to find. It's got a couple of motorbikes hanging from the balcony up there. If you've got the right room, you can actually have access to the balcony. So you got a Yami 500 up there, and I think there's a Suzuki over there, Suzuki 250 by the looks of it. And if you look closely, you can see a guy's fallen through the roof of the building, and his legs are dangling down just above the Yami. And the helmet up top, absolutely magnificent pump, good beer and all that sort of stuff. If you want to feed, they're not currently doing food there, but you can go down the road there, there's a pub down there and you can get great meals. Peterborough itself is a historic railway town, and you'll find there's a lot of railway memorabilia. Hard to say that word at this time of the morning, haven't had any coffee. But look here, we've got this old steam engine, and there's quite a few displays here. Just down the road from the Peterborough Hotel is the Iron Horse Café. So here you can get great coffee and some excellent food. And there's an unbelievable display of motorbikes and motorbike parts. I was quite surprised talking to the owner, walking around. He was showing me the collection of brand new chains, about 80 different style of chains there. Tyres, lubrications, parts, mechanical works, you name it, lots of stuff sitting in this store here. So if you're coming through Peterborough and you're looking for a part or oils or whatever for your motorbike, pop in, because you might be very surprised what you'll find hidden away in the back room. And the owner's happy to show you around. He's just talking to the guys around the corner there. He's developing an area which will be a outdoor eating area, cafe area with motorcycle displays. So if you're into classics or modern day bikes, come on through, have a look at this. I'll just go into the shop, we'll have a quick look around the shop here. Everybody's happy for me to have a look around here. So yeah, so there you've got full range of food available. We had an absolutely wonderful breakfast here, bacon and eggs and coffee, drinks, pies, sausage rolls and parts. Hey, look at this, look at the displays up. You've got an old Royal Enfield out there. Up there it's a World War II Royal Enfield, a Montesa, all the chains and lubricants, headlights. Guys have thought of everything here. So yeah, if you're coming out to the Outback way or anything like going up Flinders Classic or wherever you're going, travelling around, come into Peterborough, have a look around, pop into this store here, have your coffee, have your lunch and all that sort of stuff, and get parts if you need it. And look, full service, he knows what he's doing. It's a KX 250 engine being worked on there by the looks of it. Full range of tyres, got some second-hand tyres, so if you're a bit short on cash, you just want something to get you home, there you go, might have something there. And also some brand new tyres. The thing is, if you're coming through and you're doing a long trip and you know you're going to have to change your tyres, why not pre-order your tyres, and when you get here, have him fit them up, because he can balance them, he's got all the gear. So that was our night at the Peterborough pub in South Australia. We've been down to the Iron Horse Café, had breakfast, had a little bit of a look around town, and now we're getting ready for our final ride. It's a Sunday. We're riding home. Good thing about the Peterborough Hotel is that they've got this secure lock-up area at the back of the pub, so you can bring your bikes in, park them up under shelter. There's security, cameras, lighting, lots of stuff, and it's right beside the beer garden. So you can have a beer as well and go up into the pub. So all our bikes are set up here, starting to pack them up, getting ready, and ride on back to Adelaide. So on our adventure, we stopped at the Peterborough Motorcycle Museum. Exceptional collection of motorcycles here and lots of histories. The owner been collecting for years. He calls hoarding, I don't call it hoarding at all, but I tell you what, $7 to get in, and he's got all the time to talk about the bikes and all the other paraphernalia that's around here, and he knows the history, and he probably refurbishes about 1 to 2 bikes a year, puts them on display. Got bikes from all over the world. Beautiful. So here we have a Benelli 750 It's a 6-cylinder motorcycle. Have a look at the paintwork on it. That's absolutely spectacular. Interesting fact about this bike, it was actually built for Dave Hill of Slade. So some of you older characters out there watching this would know Slade. Listen to Slade, and this is called Dream Machine. So pretty cool 6-cylinder. Look at the chrome work on it. Wouldn't you love to have that sitting in your garage there for sure? Absolutely in love with this for sure. Well folks, that's the end of our ride. It's been an awesome 3 days. Yeah, the guys have all gone home now in Mylor here in South Australia. What was the first day, Harndorf all the way up to Burra by about all the back roads. Stayed at the Burra Caravan Park, meals in the Burra pub. Was absolutely awesome. Then the next day, the great rides on the backcountry roads all the way through to Peterborough. As you saw in the video, it's great riding through that area. And today in Peterborough, waking up to that town, that spectacular town, that I suppose railway town. It's got so much heritage, and just to walk down the street to Iron Horse Café, have a great breakfast, coffee, look at the motorbikes, look at the equipment, talk to the owner about the motorbikes. Then to top it off, we went back, grabbed our gear and headed down to the museum, the motorcycle museum. For $7, the tour we got was absolutely amazing. The owner just gave us so much information. Talked about all the bikes, talked about the restorations he's working on, where he's going with things. And then we thought we'd better hit the road. So we looked at different ways of coming home. We were considering coming back on dirt roads all the way back to Adelaide as far as we could. But time was marching on and it was getting hot. We were going to hit about 35, 36 degrees and we did get it. The thermometers on the bike were showing 35, 36, and it was very hot. I rode good 300 k's with the jacket wide open, trying to get as much ventilation going as I could. Yeah, sweating, and had to stop in Gawler for a while just to rehydrate before we did our last leg back to Harndorf to say goodbye and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, that all over. Great few days. Tired. Want to do it again. We're already planning our next trip. I'm going to give a big thank you to the guys I rode with. Lou, absolutely wonderful job. Wayne, yeah, okay mate, great room buddy last night. Hopefully we didn't snore too much. I didn't snore, I know I don't, so it must have been you snoring. Anyway, and I suppose the biggest thumbs up would have to go to John for organising the whole ride. He went beyond the call to get things done, made all the booking, and I suppose at the end of the day, if it wasn't for all his actions, bringing it together and sort of keeping us in line, it wouldn't have been such a great event. Anyway, guys, girls out there, get on your bikes. If you're not in South Australia, come into South Australia. I'm starting to learn my words. I am tired. I'm dehydrated. I've only got another 10 k's to go home. Come into South Australia, check it out. Check out all this awesome riding we got over here. Don't just go to the normal spots, that the tourism groups will talk to you about. Go on the back roads, go to the back country roads, find those cafes, find those little museums, and support your country towns. Listen, they've been dealing with some tough stuff like we all have all over the world, COVID and the like, and they've lost a lot of tourism, they've lost a lot of income out there. So get out, buy that odd cup of coffee, that cake, the lunch, stay in a hotel, country hotel, and buy your meal and have your drinks there. Yeah, support as much as you can. And you know, get out there and you see these side roads and think, where does that go? Yeah, just jump on that road, go down the road, see where it goes. Even if it's a dead end, it doesn't matter, at least you get down there and see the sights. And don't forget to stop and smell the roses, as they say. Stop and have a look at the countryside, take photos, take memories, and spread the word. Come on over to South Australia, have a look around, get that desert experience, get that outback experience, visit our wonderful city of Adelaide. There's a lot of art and culture to be seen, great food, entertainment. So anyway, that's me signing off, Marty Winners. Catch you all later. Thanks for watching.